If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Hello, hello. We're back again.
You know we're thinking the same song.
I know. One more time. I'm Selene Castrovilla.
I'm Pascale.
And this is Life in Jest, a show where we subscribe to Chaucer's sage words in the Canterbury Tales. Many a true word hath been spoke in jest. And I do have news for you, and you probably, like me, had no idea, I'm sure, because we didn't even discuss it, but we actually had our anniversary.
What happened?
Our podcast turned 1.
Get out of here.
In August.
Get the fuck out. Really?
Yeah, I don't know how
My God.
I think I was going through some of the older episodes, revamping the things about, you're supposed to go
Oh,
through.
is that why you told me the other day what we said in one of the early
Oh, yes.
episodes?
That's because I was listening. And so, yeah, it was August. So I put an anniversary special up. I reposted our first episode ever. I said something in the beginning, like something very somber.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. I must have been drinking. I said I was grateful, and I am, and I thank the listeners. Are supportive people, but I can't remember what was so somber about it. But I remember, I think I was just reading it very slowly, and I did correct myself because the first time we did this, I said that a similar quote to the Chaucer had been attributed to King Lear from Shakespeare, but it wasn't true. King Lear did have something about a jester, quote, many jesters are prophets or something, which I thought was very cool, actually. But the point is I got it wrong because when you Google, it does say that sometimes. But, sometimes you get some information, but then you dig deeper and it's wrong. That's so annoying. Don't you think AI could fix that and just stop the fallacy right away? No. I actually started paying for my ChatGPT because I was doing more and more work with it. And do you know, you're supposed to get a better version of it? Honestly, I think the way I had it before was better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm finding him a little bit more not as smart. And he said something that was wrong regarding the podcast. I can't remember what it was. I'm like, well, great, dude. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh.
But what if I didn't catch it? I know you have to look at the stuff, but before he was top notch. I feel like I don't know what I'm paying for.
So why don't you go back?
I know, but depends on the day. But I guess I could just pay again when they stop you after a while. You know what I mean? Like if you're free, they cut you off.
Oh, they're like, no, thank you.
They cut you off without warning, So if you knew oh, I'm going to have 5 chances, but you never know when it's going to be. So I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't really matter, I guess. It's just for us. I just use it, and he must think I guess they don't think about us, which is weird too. But
it's not a person.
I know, but what am I doing communicating with something? I don't know. They act like they care. It's very it's a lot like dating, they act like they care.
Oh, good Lord.
But I don't know. I call him a him because I call everything a him, like dogs, cats, anything that I don't know the sex of, I just automatically call it a him. I guess because I have sons and I had a lot of male cats, a decent amount. But all I can say is it's good, but I don't know. I find it less good. It's very strange. But I would recommend Chat. I use it to help me with marketing stuff, all that kind of stuff. I would never write with it for a book, never. Because what would be the point of that? I love to write. Why would I want something else to write for me? It doesn't even make sense.
Well, I told you, we've been getting AI books, and they are terrible.
I know. I don't understand this. And they just keep putting them out, and
people don't seem to care. I was doing a book today, and it said that I had 2 books today, luckily they weren't written that way, but the covers, one cover said it was made with AI and the other cover said Canva. And I was like, wow.
It said Canva on the cover?
Inside it said this cover
Oh.
was made on Canva.
Just the cover then. It doesn't mean that the writing was
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's just the first time I've
Well,
seen that.
you could make a cover on Canva and not use AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, they were 2 separate
Right. Right.
2
Oh,
separate
that's
books.
I wonder why they
I've
put
just
that.
never seen
Yeah.
I have no idea. I've never seen that before.
Well, you can make a cover with Canva because I've been playing around with it, but I don't understand why I don't think you have to credit Canva. That's weird.
I
Maybe
don't think so either.
the person probably didn't know. They probably thought they had to credit them, you know?
These were at the worst books. I don't know what these people were thinking when they bought it. They look bargain bin. They're
Wow.
classics, but
What
I
do you mean?
mean,
What do you mean? It's like redoing the classics?
yeah, they come out at 12,000 copies of each, like Charles Dickens books. Like they'll just reprint it and reprint it. And these are particularly bad
So
because they're
they use
public domain.
right.
A lot of them are public
Right,
domain, so
right.
you could just yeah. Uh-oh,
So
your dog's like,
I know. So wait a minute. I know. Well, it's probably it's not the mailman. He already came, but it's somebody like that. Wait a minute. So you're saying the book is the actual writing of Charles Dickens, but with really bad. Oh my God, that is just awful. That's so sad. Poor Charles Dickens. Well, he's not that great.
there we got a whole bunch of classic books that were just I was like, "Who bought these? Why would you buy them? They're so
They
terrible."
probably
I
bought them just
understand
because
people
they saw that it was the name of the classic, and they didn't bother looking at them or something.
no, and they
And
were
that's
probably
probably
very
why. And the
inexpensive.
people probably do that, hoping that people will just buy them based on the title. You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't know what goes through people's heads. I really don't. But I've seen a lot of delusional people. That's why I broke ties. On Long Island, there's a lot of opportunities to do book fairs with other children's writers, schools, and things in that. But things in that, how do you like that? But it would make me really depressed because mine are so I mean, I've worked for I work for like years on each book. They're not slouchy books. And then the art is so amazing, not due to me, but due to my publisher. My editor picks these amazing she and the art director picked these amazing artists, really.
You've
And
had really
they're
good
gorgeous,
illustrators.
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then I'm sitting there competing with people that like have the dumbest they're horrible, horrible in every way. It's not the illustrations are bad enough, but particularly for me, the writing is bad, and people are not discerning the difference between our books, you know? I just don't wanna sit in the same room as that, and is it a snobby? Maybe, but I worked really hard at my craft, and I have an MFA in
Awesome.
creative writing, so I think it's not snobby because it's like a doctor. I don't wanna compete against a guy that doesn't know how to hold a scalpel, you know what I mean? It's the same thing, so I don't think it's snobby of me, it's just I work really
No.
hard.
Well, yeah, you're not being snobby because I've been to quite a few with you and without you, and yeah, and people love these really shitty books.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why.
I don't know
They
either.
look cheap,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to take away from anybody. I'm sure people work hard on their stuff,
Right.
but
Sure.
some of them are just terrible.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't wanna say that to the person,
No,
obviously,
you
you don't
can't.
wanna discourage anybody or hurt anybody's
No,
feelings, but
but it's not well, look, it's just that there should be some sort of standard at these things, you know?
oh, yeah, because I've seen either way. I mean, I'm not gonna mention names, but
No.
there's one that would come quite often that was just terrible, but people loved them.
Yeah.
And then there was another one, and their books were beautiful, well written, just lovely books, and they sit next to each other, and you're like, "How'd this even happen?"
Right. Yeah, so I don't really do those anymore because I just get upset, and one day I'm gonna lose my shit on someone.
You're gonna beat them with your children's books?
No, I probably would attack the other author.
Oh, no, that's what I mean,
I
beat
thought
them with
okay,
your
I thought you meant the
books.
customers. Yeah. I don't
No, these sweet
yeah,
children's books, I'm going
yeah,
to beat you down with them.
it's possible. I mean, I hope not, but I won't put myself in that situation anymore. And,
Well, if you do, I wanna be there, I
no, it's
really
not
do.
gonna happen. Imagine well, that
I
would get
know
me
it's not,
I
but that
will
would be
say,
hilarious.
that would get me some press.
It sure would.
That might I might have to resort to that.
Local Long Island author loses her shit.
Should I beat them with their books or my books?
Oh, your books, you wanna get
So
some.
George Washington's going George Washington, his glasses are gonna go down or
That's right.
something.
It's like that Beatles song, "Bang Bang Maxwell's
Oh
Silver
god.
Book," I guess.
Yeah. That is a disturbing song.
I love that song. That's probably one of my favorite Beatles songs.
Really? It was very
It's so
disturbing.
funny.
Is
It's
it funny?
catchy, it's funny. Yeah.
It's funny. It's about a serial killer.
I mean, I know, but who would it's a catchy song.
Yeah, we did sing it when we were young. We didn't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
great.
is
It's
it
a great song. Does anybody like that song
I
but me?
I don't think it's a really good song. I mean, I think it's yes, it's catchy, but when you compare songs quality, I don't think that's one of the Beatles' best quality songs.
Not quality,
No.
but good
Catchy.
time.
Okay, you know what I really love now? There's
What?
okay, Howard, I'm sure you didn't listen because you always say you turn off the interview. But
Oh, yeah.
I listened to Rose, and first of all,
Oh,
she was
good lord.
no. I love a dedicated person that was determined to make her career, okay? What I don't like are these fly by nights that just happen to, and they didn't really work for it. That really kind of annoys me. I mean, maybe if they're super talented, okay, but sometimes they're just not, and they just made it, right? So in her case, she's Korean, but she grew up in Australia, and she entered a contest to go to one of those K-pop schools in Korea. They
Yeah, that I
train them,
heard.
and
Yeah.
she was there, and that was hard. It was really, really grueling, right? And she did it, and her parents are like, "Okay, just come home now." And then she's like, "No, coming home is not an option. I'm making it, right?" And I really admire that. That's a great work ethic. Too many people just expect to be handed something right away these days, and honestly, she's incredibly talented. I didn't love some of the stuff. It's just, you wouldn't recognize her talent because it just sounds the same as everything else.
I
But
heard one song and she
yeah,
had a great voice. I'm not
yeah,
saying she didn't have a great
yeah.
voice, but the song was stupid.
Like, that one.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "What is
They played that
happening?"
at the beginning of Howard. I know. Yeah, that's just
Uh,
average. It sounds like every single song these days. Like
no,
yeah,
but you're right. There's a lot of singers that I really love their voice, but I think their songs are just not for
right.
me. They're
Agreed. They
silly,
need
and I
better
don't like.
writers or something if they can't do
Right,
it.
and it's
Yeah.
too bad because their voices are so good.
But the song that she sang on Howard, it's about a Korean drinking game, and it's such a great story about it was just a joke. Like, she taught these people that she was working with these producers. She named everybody. I'd never heard of any of them. But that's how out of it I am. I do know Bruno Mars, who she wound up doing it with. But she was teaching them a drinking game. They're like, we should write a song about this. And it was just a joke. And then they did it. And let me tell you, she had the thing on her phone, like the first take of it. My God, it was really good. She got obsessed with it and she didn't think it was healthy. She told everybody to cancel it off their phones, but she kept it. And then when Bruno Mars asked to see, she signed with the same record label as him, and he asked to see some of her stuff. And she, at the last minute, put that song in because she just felt like it had to be. And let me tell you, there's a hook in that song. And don't you want me like I want you, baby? I heard her sing that. First of all, I started to cry, which I don't think is the way you should react to those kind of songs.
Uh,
But it hit
Not
me
sure
like,
what that's about.
because I told you I was always desperate for love for most of my life.
Yeah.
So I know exactly. And then, I don't know, it hit me like that. And then I couldn't get it out of my head. I could not get it out of my head for like 4
Well,
days.
Yeah. That's a hit.
It's a hit. Howard liked it too, I think. But anyway, she was good. So I really enjoyed her. So I do appreciate when people work really hard. And I mean, you have to have talent both. It's kind of a mix. It's very, very hard for anything in the arts to be like a master at it if you didn't have some innate talent, I think. I could be wrong. What do I know? But I sound
don't know.
obnoxious, but I don't care.
I'm not into celebrity interviews. Like, I really don't care.
This
I
one was
just
quick.
don't.
I like it when he does these at the end of the show, really quick. And then she sang one song, and then they have the concert another time, which I think is a great idea.
I think it is too, because then I can cut out and not
Yeah.
miss the rest of the show.
Exactly. Because we're not losing any of the show that way. And it was a short interview, and she was like thrilled to meet him. She was like, wow, I've made it being here. And she's so hugely.
Well, I mean,
that's pretty good. Well, she's one of, I think it's Time that puts out the 100 most influential people. She's one of them. And he
listen,
told her that, she goes, oh, Gosh, I better behave.
I don't know, they were talking about Bad Bunny.
I don't know Bad Bunny.
That is the first time I've ever heard Bad Bunny music,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
I
just
mean,
not for me.
no,
I don't
it's not, it's just whatever. It's whatever music's like, you know?
if you like that
Yeah,
music, it's the same with her. If you
yeah,
like that type of music, good for you. It's just
yeah.
not for me.
No, that didn't hit me right. That didn't hit me. The mu his
Bruno Mars Bruno Mars is one of the people I was talking about. I really like his voice. He was on
yeah.
this song, which is the first time I heard him. I don't know if you remember. It was, I think the guy is B.O.B.
Oh, I love
because
Bob. I always call him Bob. I know it's B.O.B.
right? But he had this song where Bruno Mars sings on the song. I'm like, wow, that guy's voice
Which
is
song was
really
that?
great.
Was
I
it the
have to sing
one,
the song in my head.
Uptown Funk? Was that
No,
no.
that's Bruno Mars way later on.
I love that song.
You know what? That's a catchy song. I like
Yeah,
that song too.
yeah.
But the rest of his songs, they just don't do it for me. They're
I
just not my type of
I don't like
songs, but I like his voice.
that Locked Out of Heaven song. Yeah.
And people like music like that. Like I said, just not for me, but I do like his voice.
He has a
I
good
think
voice.
he's
Yeah,
very
very
talented.
talented. Yeah, absolutely. I
Eh,
like the Bob song, Airplanes. He did that with some girl, and I love that's one song I used to work out in the gym with. I used to have my little
Yeah.
mix. Yeah, it was
Well,
a really
this
good
one
song.
starts, Bruno Mars sings Beautiful Girls All Over the
Yeah, yeah,
World.
yeah, yeah. That's a
Yeah,
good song. Yeah. Yeah.
it is a good song.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was like, oh, who's that guy? I really like
Yeah.
him.
He is
And
good,
then
yeah.
I got whatever his first album was, and I was like,
You
not for
actually
me.
bought the album?
No, what? I don't buy
Well,
albums.
well,
That's
you said you
insane.
got it. I was like, "What?"
No, well, I work at a library,
Oh, that's
so
right,
stuff
right. I
would
forgot.
come
Okay,
through,
I forgot.
and I would listen to it when it came through, you
Okay.
know?
That makes much more sense.
Like, that doesn't happen anymore. We don't even have players on our computers anymore, so it's
Right.
not like so I don't listen to anything new
Things have really
anymore
changed.
because, yeah.
All right. Well, for the main part, we talked as usual.
20 minutes
Yeah,
in.
we are going to talk about movies we hate because we had a lot of fun doing songs we hate, and then we did shows we hate. So let's do movies we hate. Okay. And I had a hard time initially. I really
These are
did.
my favorite shows.
Yeah, they are good. They are good. But I had a hard time first with this. But once I started, then I was okay.
Same.
Yeah.
I
Funny, right?
I was like, "What do I hate?" I
I
usually
know.
don't watch movies that I know I'm
Right.
gonna hate.
Exactly. That's the problem. Right.
Oh, I did one the other day that I
Oh, God.
didn't even get through half an hour.
Really? Wow.
Oh, yeah. I was like, "This is"
Wow. Yeah, there are a lot. Now, especially, they're just making more and more garbage, I guess, because it's easier to get them on Netflix or whatever. But do you want to start?
I'll start with this movie, and I feel
Okay.
really bad
Uh-oh.
because it stars so I was in the library the other day, and somebody returned this movie. It's called Lazy Susan, and I'm looking at the movie, I'm just kinda checking it out, see who's in it, and I'm like, "Oh, the lady on the front is Sean Hayes." So Sean Hayes,
Sounds
you know,
familiar.
he's been in a lot of stuff, but he's really known
Oh, is he one of
for
those smartless guys?
but he
Yeah.
was Jack on Will and Grace.
Oh,
Just Jack?
now I know who, because
Yeah,
you told me, because you said when we were talking about smartless, that name, I'm like, I don't know who that is, but now I do know who that
yeah.
is. Okay.
I
Okay.
really like him. I've liked everything I've seen him in, and I'm like, he's playing a woman, and he actually looks like your average woman. I'm like, this is interesting. And it's about a lady who's just kind of a schlub, and she's kind of shitty to people. And I was like, oh, that sounds like something I would like. So I was like, oh, it's free on Tubi or something. So
Yes.
it's like, okay. So the other day I was home, shockingly. So I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch this movie." Half an hour and I was like, "I don't know how anybody could sit through. It's a terrible movie." And I love him, and I was so sad.
Yeah.
I forget there was somebody else in the movie that I loved too, and I was like, "I am so disappointed." Like,
Was bad
but
script?
there's everything bad. And yeah, you know what? Bad script because he's good.
Yeah.
It's not like he's not good.
Yeah.
His family is good. And right, the actors in it were fine, but
Yeah.
yeah, the story was
I wonder
terrible, the
why he took
dialogue was
it. Yeah.
terrible.
He must have
I
really
don't
needed money or
know.
something. Like, why do people
I
take
I
bad
I
scripts? I don't get it.
I don't know, but I was surprised, and yeah, I was like, "Wow, I
That's too
can't
bad.
waste my time," but that's what happens, that's why I don't have a
Right.
lot of shitty movies because
Right.
I'll I'll
Well,
bail or I'll look at the movie to
right.
begin with, like, read about it and be like, "No, this isn't
Exactly. That happened. But
something I
well,
would
that's
like."
why mine are older ones when I didn't have the
Me too,
controls.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
when you went to the movies and sat through stupid shit.
or you went with the kids or a parent or something, you didn't really have the control over it. But well,
Oh my god.
what?
And you made me think of another movie I hate
I just
with the
wrote. I
kids.
Okay. Well, I'll start with one that really from my childhood, and as everybody knows, probably my relationship with my father was like, not great. I mean, he just kind of wasn't there. But one particular day, he decided to show up, but he did not ask me what I wanted to see. He took me to a movie with, I guess he wasn't used to children not being with his child much, but he took me to the movie that was not meant for kids. It made me hate all kinds of space movies. And I don't know if I would have a different opinion now, but I hate
Oh,
all of them.
no.
It's 2001 A Space Odyssey. And I must have been like 8 or something. I should not have seen this stupid ass movie with that stupid computer. Hal.
I've never seen it. I've
Well,
heard of Hal.
yeah.
I mean, I know that,
Oh,
I know about it, but it looked crazy boring, so I've
crazy
never seen
boring.
it.
And maybe it had some sort of deep meaning. Like maybe it was a warning about computers and all that. But all I knew that I was a little kid, bored out of my mind. My father, why didn't he take me to a Disney movie or something for kids? Like kids shouldn't. Oh my God, my mother took me. I forgot about this other one. Hold on, I gotta write it down.
You just reminded me of another one too.
Hold on.
You gave me 2 new movies on my list.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, I know what movie you're gonna say.
You
Yes,
know. Okay.
I do.
Yes, I got scarred.
I forgot about that, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's it. That I hate that movie. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll go with the one you just reminded me of. So I have a cousin who lives in Montreal. When I was a kid, I used to go all the time. Yeah, even as an adult, but we used to go visit. So she's older than me, maybe 5 or 6 years older than me.
Mhm.
So I was like, maybe I have no idea how old I was. I was a kid, maybe 11, 10, 11. Whenever this movie came out, Tron.
Oh, I've heard
So
of that. Yeah.
her and her boyfriend took me to see this Tron. First of all, I was like, this movie is so stupid. It's just a terrible movie. People love it. I have no idea why. And her and her boyfriend sat next to me making out for the entire
Oh,
movie.
that's awful.
I mean, she was a teenager. I get it now, but I was a
Yeah, but
kid and I was like,
no, you can't bring a
this
kid to the.
sucks.
No, you can't bring a kid to a
I'm like,
movie and do that.
not only is this movie terrible, but you guys are just making out and I just want to get out of here in the worst
I
way.
don't blame you. I mean, that is a terrible thing to do to a kid, to put them in that.
Yes. Some movies, I'm just going to say another movie because my brother took me to a Beatles double feature, and I think it was Yellow Submarine and Let It Be. I loved Yellow Submarine.
Did
I
you?
did.
We all
I
live.
did.
No, not for
But
me.
I was also a child. I don't
Right.
know how old I was, probably around that same age, when they used to show movies like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But Let It Be is boring for a 10-year-old.
Is
It
it
is
like a
so boring.
documentary, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, no. Yeah, that's
If
ridiculous.
I saw it as an adult, I probably would have liked it.
Right. Right. You're not
But
ready
as
for
a
that kind of a
kid,
thing.
I
No.
know, and my
Yeah.
poor brother, I was like, "Why? Can we leave?" My poor brother took me to many movies that I was like, "I hate this."
Did he take you out?
No, I had to sit there. Same thing with Wrath of Khan. My brother likes Star Trek, and I hate Star Trek. Wrath of Khan, or maybe it wasn't Wrath of Khan. Whatever the Star Trek
Ricardo
movie is with the
Montalban is in
yeah,
it,
it,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he was in
Ricardo.
Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
But this was whatever movie had the whales in it, and I was like,
I
"You've
don't
gotta
see
be
those. Yeah.
fucking kidding me." It was so stupid.
Why did he take
Anyway,
you?
I've now
What?
done 3
But why did you?
because my parents would always my poor brother, they would be like, "You have to take your sister."
Oh, if you know you're not going to like it, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I am also the type that would be like, "Yeah, just take me. I'll be good." And I'm never good.
Did you
To this
never?
day, I'm
Wait a
not
second.
good.
Did you ever learn that maybe I'm not going to like these movies that my brothers take me to? And I should find out more about them before I just go?
No.
Well, then it's your fault.
It was absolutely it was me and my parents' fault. My poor brother really had to suffer with me a lot because I always wanted to go, and I was always the worst.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
I'm a pain in the ass. The minute I get bored or irritated, I am the most
No,
annoying person in the
I
world.
well, wait a minute. You were there at that movie with my friend when she decided in the middle of it to walk out and go take a walk in the sun, right?
Yeah, both left.
Well, it was a bad movie.
I love that movie.
That is a terror. Okay, what was that?
It was the Grand Budapest
Okay,
Hotel, is that what it was called? It
something
was
like
so
that.
good.
How could there's absolutely no humanity in that movie. I need humanity. I need people that care. I hate those kind of movies. There's a certain it's a certain style. I recognize that, but it doesn't have any humanity.
I love those movies. I like Humanity too, don't get me wrong,
I
but
think didn't my friend leave well before me? I think I tried for longer.
she absolutely did.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
left, and then you stayed a while,
But then
and
I
then
didn't
you
I
left.
waited but I waited for you. I just didn't wanna see the movie
You
anymore.
both waited for me, and
Yeah,
I don't think I have that is I laughed so hard when she said I left because I wanted some sun.
I
I
know.
was like,
Well,
"What?
she likes the sun. I understand that, by the way, but I just
Weren't
couldn't she likes the
weren't
sun.
we also wasn't
And
that an
we went
outing
to
for
that
one of those dating groups
yes, it was that no, it was those philosophers, I think.
or the philosopher?"
Because we also she also I don't know if it was the same time. Remember I took you to the thing, the party that they had, and she
Oh
was there too.
my
She was there
god.
too. She fell
It was
asleep.
the worst
One of those
because it
philosophers
was
was
the worst.
he was talking to her, and all of a sudden her eyes just rolled back in her head and she fell asleep.
Because I don't know how this doesn't happen to these people 24 hours a day. I was like, "You've gotta be kidding me. This is the most boring thing I've ever been to. I hate all of these people. I never wanna see them again. I wanna eat a slice of pizza and go the fuck home."
But you're
I
right, it
was like,
was I
I
don't know if
hate this."
it was a meetup, and maybe it wasn't the philosophers, maybe it was like meant
It
to be
was
a dating,
something,
but it
but I don't think we actually met up with them. I think we just went to the
well,
movie.
there was no because you could I think we couldn't find these people, like, it's a stupid idea to meet up for a movie.
No.
You do not need to meet up for a movie. You can go to a movie alone, put on your big girl or boy panties and go to the movie. You're not gonna talk. If you can have a meetup, it should be to talk or, hang out, do something together.
I just wanna do a PSA. Is that what it's called? Public service announcement. Yeah, PSA.
Yeah.
To anybody out there, any single ladies that might be listening, if you want to join one of these meetup groups where you pay a certain amount of money
Oh,
and then
that
you
yeah,
get to you meet up with people,
right.
don't do it. It
That's
is a
true.
waste of
But
time
yeah.
unless you want to compete with 10 other ladies for some weird guy that
Oh,
you
yeah.
wouldn't give 2
Yeah.
seconds of your time to, but they're like the only guy there. And
Right,
every woman wants this disgusting guy.
this was not that. That was events and adventures. I think if this was it was a meetup. Like, I used to sometimes go to meetups that are free. Yeah, that's what it
Meetups
was.
are a different story. That's
This was
fine.
not events and adventures because we would have
Right.
damn those people would have found us, believe me. They make because those they have people that work there, they have to show you that
Vegetarian.
that's not me. That wasn't them either.
Oh
That was
god.
a different
They
dating
all
thing.
seemed like the same people. Oh my god.
No, that was a dating thing. That was something in singles. It was a
Listen,
different thing. That
if I
woman.
wanna hang out with a bunch of ladies, I'll go to a library program, okay? I can't. Not t library programs are good, don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly where you're meeting people.
Oh, no? No men? I'm gonna
Uh,
go to, they have a, open mic night at the library, and I'm gonna go do that. It's poets, but you can read your book
at
not the
your
whole
local library?
in Long Beach. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I met a poet that runs it. I guess she's one of the runners of it or something, and I'm like, "Why not go? That'll be great." That'll be really fun.
They've always had good library programs, but I think they're really getting different, better stuff, like, I'm going to that forensics
Yeah,
one. Did you ever call, by the way?
I did not.
So, yes, I'm going to that forensics one. I thought that would be interesting. There's even I
Sounds
saw
very good.
public speaking, and I don't think you even have to pay for it. If you do, it's, like, super cheap,
I
but
wonder
it's a public speaking kinda class, like, every week.
Cliss, like, how many weeks does it run?
I don't know. It seemed to be like every week.
Because I was thinking that you would need more than one session for public speaking, you know?
Yeah, like I took a course in college, like a public speaking
Okay,
course.
they're calling me.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Kidding. Bye. That was so sad. Sorry.
It's okay.
That's one of my favorite phony phone calls. Sorry, I
Oh,
know you guys
yeah, I
don't know what I'm
forgot
talking
about
about.
that one.
You just caught me with a mouthful of
I
salad.
know.
Oh God, I love people.
What we were talking about that, the dating stuff and the different
Yeah,
things, yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to warn people
About
with
what?
peace and love not to do those dating
Oh, I know,
groups.
but it definitely wasn't. I mean, remember we talked about that a few weeks ago. I don't think anybody, if anybody that
You
heard
know,
that,
I don't remember.
I don't think anybody would ever. As a matter of fact, it took me forever to remember the name was of Events and Adventures. I was like, what is that name? What is that name? And I finally remembered because I really didn't want people. No, it's a very expensive thing too. Thousands of
Yeah,
dollars. I mean, it is,
but you still have to pay
you pay,
at
right.
the event.
There's absolutely nothing you get out of it. Nothing but shitty company. You know, I brought you, when times I brought you, I had fun with you, obviously. But other than that, I mean, we could have gone elsewhere. We didn't have to be with these people.
I was like, why?
It is a scam.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I
a
don't know
scam
how's that legal?
for people who really want to meet somebody and they think it's going to be a good idea, and
It's
it is absolutely not.
totally taking advantage of people, of their vulnerability. It's
They
awful.
really are. It's
Yeah.
very sad.
Yeah. But that movie did suck. I'm sorry. The
Which
Bohemian,
one?
what is it called? Budapest, the Bohemian.
Budapest Hotel.
Oh my God.
Bohemian Rhapsody was a great movie too.
Well, I just was I was looking at movies, on the web, and somebody put on their list of movies that did really well but actually aren't good.
I love that movie.
I
thought
didn't
it was
see
really
it. I'm
good.
not going to see. I don't really like to see. Oh my God. I saw the ad for the it's so funny because I was watching maybe Hulu or something, probably because I don't watch much TV. One of those things. And all of a sudden they go, it's like some guy, you only see like the back of his head and he's like got this gruff voice and someone says something about Bruce. I'm like, oh, what is this? Bruce Springsteen? And it was.
Yeah, it is. And the guy, Jeremy Allen White from The Bear and Shameless,
Oh,
is Bruce
that's him?
Springsteen.
Well, you know what it was? It was on YouTube. Sometimes I listen to podcasts on YouTube. I'm driving. I don't actually look at it. So I just heard them. I heard them say something about Bruce, and I'm like, oh, Bruce.
Yeah.
And it was, and I'm sorry, but it just doesn't seem, who cares about why and how he wrote Nebraska? Like, I can't even tell you how
People who like Bruce Springsteen.
Right, but
I don't.
they're trying to make it so dramatic. Oh, he had this Bruce, they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. He's already got a career. What's the difference if they don't get the one album? Like it's not a problem. Not a problem. Plenty of artists,
If he was somebody I loved, I would go see the movie. Like
I don't want any of those.
Freddie Mercury.
No.
So I was totally
I like Freddie Mercury, but I wouldn't go see it if it was my favorite group in the world. I guess I don't care about any of that much. It's just not for me. But good
Right.
if everybody likes it. I'm happy for you. But
I like those kind of movies. I also like I read a lot of books about musicians, but
yeah, you do.
It has to be some wacky shit. I'm not just reading like a major song and
right. Well, I mean, to get a book, I mean, there should be some sort of tension in the book.
I want something. I want some crazy shit to happen.
I would imagine.
I want to know that you went through a whole lot of stuff.
Well, I'm sure most of them do, But
anyway,
oh my God, I just got to tell you, I heard a commercial for a new Anaconda movie, and
really,
I got to tell you, I enjoyed the trailer because I didn't see the anaconda. You know what I mean? Sounded amazing. Like, it really sounded good because they're like, oh, we're going to remake Anaconda. We need $1 million. When they try to get a loan, it's like for $9,000. Okay, we're going to go out and get a low budget anaconda. And they're like, we've lost the anaconda and now we're going to go in the wild. And then next thing you know, it's like, he's dead. It's funny.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah.
It is funny, but I heard, I can only imagine if I saw the anaconda, I wouldn't be able to take it for 2 seconds. I cannot take those kind of movies. But it does sound good.
I know. I have sat with you.
Right. I didn't know that Signs was going to be this scary.
I know you didn't.
That was a good movie, but scary. I mean, it was good. I don't like what happened in it. You know what I mean? But I do think it all came together well. Just still not convinced that the mother had to die. They could have just sent a sign, actually. a different sign. But anyway, okay. So the next movie I have, I've probably told you this before. I'm sure I have. I don't think you were there. I think I just took my kids to The Dark Knight. What a horrible,
Yeah.
what a horrible, horrible dark. Dark is right. The Dark movie is correct. I had to sit there and tell myself, close my eyes and be like, this is just a movie. This is just a movie. This is just a movie. Because talk about the lack of humanity in the whole thing. The only humanity was by when they had two ships, they had two ferries, and one of them had these prisoners on it, and the guy wouldn't kill the other people. It was like the two boats to blow each other up. I mean, I could not stand the crisis that people were put through by the Joker, Heath Ledger. Can understand why he lost his mind in this filming it, because it is such a dark, dark movie and really not good for children at all. And I had no idea.
No.
They didn't seem to have a problem with it. I'm surprised. Casey was younger, but they seemed to like it. I think that kind of went over their heads, maybe. I'm not really sure what happened.
Yeah.
I would not have taken them if I knew that, but I wanted to leave, and they weren't going anywhere. They were enjoying it, so I was the one being tormented. But I mean, people like that. Spoilers all around, but the girl blows up. Like that was just horrible that happened. The movie should have ended. Then all of a sudden, the guy turns into Two-Face, which that's a real problem in that movie.
I loved the movie until the Two-Face part. I was like, what even is this? It's like
it's another movie
together, something else. Why? Why was it there?
They should have ended it there, and that could have been another movie, like part two. That's beginning of Two-Face.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know why they did that, but I remember seeing that movie because it must have been around my birthday or something, because I wanted to go out and see it. I think somehow I got a bootleg copy, and I usually don't watch bootleg copies, but I think I really wanted to see it. And I had this dog, Daisy.
I remember Daisy.
And Daisy freaked out when it was 4th of July, thunderstorms, going in the car. Like, she was neurotic as fuck.
Yeah.
And I had her next to me because it was thundering. And I'm trying to watch this movie, and she was losing her mind. But there was nothing you could do for her. Like, I gave her those calming pills. You would sit with her. Like, it didn't matter what you did. She was just, everything upset her. Even if you held her, she was still upset.
Yeah. But wait a minute, though. Wasn't she one of the two dogs that I was watching for you that got loose on the 4th of July?
Yes.
Well, she
did. I guess both of them did. But
she wasn't having a problem that night. They were out gallivanting. I was searching. They ran out. I don't remember how they got out, but obviously they ran or something. I went from house to house, and they'd be like, oh, they were just here. It's like the dogs went to party.
They were very friendly.
They were party hopping.
They were very...
And one of them I finally found, and the other one, he was in... what was the other dog's name? Sparky. Sparky, I found in the little, a little apartment complex. I don't know how I found out. I really don't know. I guess I was just knocking on doors, and they were like, oh, can you come back tomorrow? He's asleep. So I let him because you were away anyway.
Listen, that dog, she was a full pit bull. Oh. And that was the sweetest dog that ever was. She was sweet. She never gave an issue. She would let my kids ride her like a horse. They would dress her in ridiculous outfits.
Sorry, I called her a he, but
it's okay. Yeah. I could walk her with no leash.
That's right. The smelly girls. I remember now. The whole thing.
Yes.
It's all coming back. They're in Lunar Rising.
Yes. She had a skin condition.
Yeah.
She had a lot of health problems that she was allergic to a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, you called the dog
because
smelly.
She was smelly because she had all these issues. I had to buy her special food, special medicine. It was a whole scene with
But
that
it was
dog.
just funny how you're saying this dog was so scared of the 4th of July, but that night she went partying.
No, that wasn't the dog. It was Daisy who was scared.
Wasn't Daisy the other dog with Sparky? Yes. Daisy.
But if she was out during the day.
No, it wasn't day. It was night.
Oh, really?
It was the 4th of July.
God.
That's what I'm trying
I thought it was night.
No, it was night on the 4th of July, and they went party hopping, so she didn't seem to have a problem.
Maybe it was because she was outside running outside, because if she was in the house, she would lose her mind.
No, everybody just said they were just here. They didn't seem to have a problem.
They were very friendly. They liked people. They enjoyed themselves. They also would do that thing. So they would run down the street, but it was like a game. They would run, then they'd wait for you because they thought you were trying to catch them, which I would be.
Right.
But it was... but then they'd wait, and then they'd run, and then they'd
Right.
stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny, but anyway. Okay.
So Dark Knight, not so much.
That is horrible. If you want to keep your faith in humanity, don't see that movie.
Yeah, I agree. I liked it, but yeah, I agree.
So dark. Okay. You want to go?
What about the one you were telling us before? You're traumatic.
Oh, well, okay. My father took me to 2001, but that was nothing compared to what my mother took me to see. My mother in 1 week took me to 2 movies that traumatized me. Now, I would say the first one, she probably thought I would like it because it was, I guess, meant for kids. I'm not sure what this was made for, but she took me. The first one that was scarring, like, unexpectedly was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And it was so upsetting with those Oompa Loompas. And they took...
With Gene Wilder?
Yes, because I was little, okay? I think I was just too young. And remember all the kids got carried away one by one by the Oompa Loompas. They were taken away. Well, I thought they never changed back. I thought that was just the way they were going to stay. It was absolutely horrific. And when I saw it when I was older, I did see that he mentions, oh, don't worry, they'll be okay. But it was such an offhanded little thing that I missed out. And my mother, of course, never. No. My mother gave me no comfort. She never said they're okay. Nothing.
Oh,
and so that
so
was
sad.
Very upsetting. Those Oompa Loompas were terrifying. So that freaked me out. And then, but the same week, she took me to see freaking Cabaret. Okay. This is about the Holocaust, the people being persecuted. Like, this is not for children. And to this day, I am traumatized by what's her name? Liza Minnelli. There was a dead dog, I guess her dog, on her doorstep. A bloody little dead dog. What the hell? Okay. And then she had green fingernails. So I always equated green fingernails with dead dogs. And I'm telling you, this is why I have an aversion to getting my nails done. I'm not kidding.
Bringing children to the movies. Like
Cabaret.
I mean, Willy Wonka, I could see her kind of thinking that might be a children's movie.
If I was older, maybe. Yeah.
Right. That I could kind of see making a mistake.
Right.
But
yes.
Cabaret.
No. I don't know what went through her mind. Like, oh, yes, a movie about, Berlin with the Holocaust. Definitely that's something to take my daughter to. Oh, my God. And then I was traumatized again. Remember they had it on Schitt's Creek? I was like, oh, Cabaret.
I know.
And I remember it came on Broadway. I'm like, oh, my God, do you think they kill a dog every night? And the girl that worked for me was like, yes, I've heard it's a real problem. Yeah, I don't like Cabaret.
That's funny.
Yeah. Okay, your turn.
I don't even know. I had so many. I don't even know what to pick. But I think I will go with, I remember I took my son, possibly my daughter. I don't remember. I know it was my son. I don't know what year this came out. To The Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
We went on Thanksgiving. And I love The Grinch. The cartoon.
Yeah.
This was the stupidest movie I've ever seen. Not the stupidest, but it's high up there.
That's funny because that was listed. That was listed on the web as one of the worst movies. Yeah.
My God, it was so stupid.
How could they go wrong with The Grinch? I mean,
with The Grinch and Jim Carrey, you would think that you'd have a winner, right?
I don't understand
like 5 minutes into this movie, I was like, I can't. And there's a lot of movies I saw with my kids that I was like, I cannot believe I'm sitting and I paid money to see this stupid movie. But that I will never forget.
Wow.
It was just so bad.
His movies often are very stupid. There's only one movie that I like of his.
I usually like the stupid.
No, you see, I don't. I have any
enjoy
patience
the
for that.
stupid.
I do not. As a matter of fact, I mostly avoid them. But I was going to write Dumb and Dumber. It just sounds like a bad movie. I've never seen it because I won't see that stuff.
So good.
Yeah, it's not for me.
No, that's not your type of movie.
And Jim Carrey, did love, what was it called? Liar, Liar. I thought that was a great movie.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's a cohesive story, well acted, very good. The plot. You had to make that leap and believe that. But I have no problem with that because as long as it's carried off well, I'll believe anything in a movie that you present to me. A lot of times these things are not carried off well. But then, and I put down this other movie, The Mask. That's the name of it, right?
Yeah.
It just goes off all the time. It's not a cohesive movie. And all of a sudden, he's singing, what is that Ricky Ricardo song? He starts singing that.
Babalu?
No, I think when I go to Havana with my baby.
Oh, yes.
Havana. He sings that for no reason in the movie. Like, there's never a really good reason for anything. It's just this terrible,
Oh my
terrible.
God. Have you
No,
ever seen Ace Ventura? Because
no,
you'd
because I
probably
would
lose your
no.
mind.
That's why I didn't see it because I knew
Yeah,
that at that point I think, and I just it's not for me. Like I need a cohesive thing, and it's hard. He was capable of it. He did it with Liar Liar, but he just goes off the rails.
I like stupid movies.
Yeah.
Not super stupid, but pretty stupid. I like Adam Sandler. I
No,
like Jim Carrey.
no.
I do have an Adam Sandler movie on my list. I love Adam Sandler. They are so ridiculous. But even this movie was too much for me.
What
It's
movie
called
was it?
That's My Boy. That's My Boy with Adam Sandberg,
I
who
don't
I
know who that.
also like.
Yeah,
He was on Saturday Night Live. He's been in
I've
lots of
probably
stuff.
seen him. Yeah.
This movie, it was just disturbing.
Wow.
It just was
What do you mean?
terrible.
Disturbing?
Yeah, can't quite remember if it was incest. There
Oh
was
God.
something really, really wacky going on, and I'm
So
like,
wait,
why
so it's
is this
not
in
a.
this movie?
Is it a?
It's
Is
a
it supposed to?
comedy.
Oh my
Oh
God. Oh my God. Well, that reminds me of there was a movie listed that I never saw, but
What
it was
movie?
supposed to be funny about incest. I think it's called Freddie Got Fingered.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Well, they
I
got
meant
very
to.
panned. It got very, very
Really?
panned. I mean, well, you can't do that. You can't make. I'm not going to say you can't, but it is very hard to pull that kind of thing off. And why do you really want to? I don't
I
know.
have to
You know,
say, it didn't do it for me.
I mean, the only one that really, with Howard Stern, obviously they talk about Robin's stuff all the time. But I mean, I don't know. That's the only thing I've ever seen successful laughing at incest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this was too much. Like, it just, I don't
No,
know.
it's awful.
And
That's
usually,
awful.
I had loved Jack and Jill, which is possibly one of the stupidest movies ever made. I,
No, I don't
where he
like
plays
Adam
him and
Sandler.
his
No,
sister.
no.
So stupid.
Are you going to see this? I think they're making another Happy Gilmore. Did they make it?
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
That is not for me. I don't like. His movies also. They don't have enough cohesiveness. I need cohesiveness.
Yeah, you've got to be looking for silly. I understand what you're
I
saying, but
thought he was
sometimes I
okay.
want silly.
He the 51st Dates wasn't bad. 'Cause
See,
it
I
had
don't
a
like that.
because it's annoying because it
I don't like
resolves.
movies like that. Yeah.
Yes, it was
See, that to
annoying.
me is silly.
Well, it's just that I don't hate it to the point of the other ones. I could see why people would like it. I didn't personally like it, but I thought it had a very clever end, although it just took forever to get there. But it works. So for me, that's my bar for Adam Sandler. Does it work? You know what I mean? For like a cohesive thing. And then the Wedding Singer was okay. I
The
think that
Wedding
he used to
Singer is
have
good. I like that one.
to have
Drew
Drew
Barrymore.
Barrymore. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. So I'm not totally like he's okay. I just for general though, he's just off the charts for me. He's not for me.
I don't know. For some reason, he makes me giggle. I don't know why, but he does. It's so silly.
He's dopey, and he's always like the
I
same
think that's what
person.
I like. I know.
Yeah, I don't like dopey.
I went to his studio in California. My friend knew somebody whose son worked there. So we met him, oddly enough. He just happened to be walking through and met his dog. But the person that worked there gave us like every Adam Sandler movie for free.
That's nice.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
Like he walked by me and stuck out his fist and said, "Fisty, fisty."
I know. You have
So
told this
silly.
story, but I let you do it.
Have I? I'm sorry. I
Well,
don't remember anything.
No, you know what? We don't know. People probably didn't. You don't know if they hear it. It was a while ago. So, but
Well, all I
I
know
was
is
going to
I
say
got,
to you, fisty, fisty.
but yeah, we got all these movies and we got to see his dog. So I thought that
That's
was
good.
pretty
That's
cool.
very cool. If you're a fan,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah,
wonderful.
I'm not so much of a fan that I would have sought him out, but
Right.
there's not many people I would try
Yeah.
to see. But
Yeah, I don't either. Like really care about anymore. Maybe when I was younger, when I met Bon Jovi, it was like,
yeah,
but and Howard Stern. But other than that, I'm over all that stuff. I don't need to meet anybody.
yeah. Well, I'm going to see. I'm sure I've mentioned this too. David Sedaris, and I'm obsessed with
I
him.
don't know if you told me you were going to go see David Sedaris. That's good. I know you
Yes.
love him. That's excellent.
And you can get him if I can get through the line because he talks to everybody, which is nice
Right.
because he had a bad experience when he was younger going to see an author And he was like,
Yeah.
if I ever become that, I'm going to, give people my attention.
That's nice.
But I've heard the lines take a
Sure. Chuck Pahalniak talked to me a lot. I told him I was a
yeah.
writer. Yeah,
You gave me the signed
yeah.
book.
Yeah. I bought a bunch of the books and he signed them all and it was at the Strand and they're like, he really signed them? I'm like, yeah. Why wouldn't he? Yeah, I guess they're
Yeah,
used
I
to
forget.
I guess they're
He wrote
used to
something
authors
really
not.
weird.
He
Yeah.
is weird. Well, I think he wrote something different each one, but he told me to go to the 12-step groups and I'll get all the information, all the stuff I need for my books.
Yeah. If you people out there, if you've never read him, very interesting. And you gave me like my favorite one.
Which one did I give you? I don't remember.
I can't remember the name of it now. Why can't I remember the name of this book?
I don't know. I can't recall at all. I don't know.
Choked, maybe?
Oh, I love that's
Is
my
that the
favorite.
name
So
of it?
I
Choked.
probably
Yeah.
I got one for me too. That's my favorite book of his. Everybody read
Yeah.
Choke. Oh my God. I went through that book and underlined so many things or highlighted whatever. And
Yeah.
it's just you could just feel the pain of the person. And he writes like, so it's so emotional reading his stuff. It really resonates. And you don't have to have that same problem. It's just humanity personified. You can totally relate to them. He makes everything so relatable. Just beautiful. I like Fight Club a lot, but Choke is my favorite.
Choke is my favorite.
Oh my God. They did it. I didn't like the movie, unfortunately. That was sad. I didn't like the movie.
I don't think I saw the movie.
It wasn't good. It wasn't, but the Fight Club, obviously, I think the Fight Club movie made his career because then people read the book more. You know what I mean? I don't think people knew the book. Yeah.
I know. I have some movies. I love Stephen King's.
Yeah.
But some of his movies.
Oh, I know. It's true. Yeah.
It's either they are so good or so bad.
I know. Why is that?
I don't know.
He does have that thing. He has that thing where you could pay $1 or something like that to get the rights to make a movie of his, like of anything that's not been done. So maybe the bad ones are those kind of movies.
I also think that some of them are kind of far out there when you read them. I don't think they translate very well.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Like Dreamcatcher is on my list. I love that book. It is weird, but it's good. But the movie, my God, me and my brother still makes that movie.
Oh God,
I forget which Wahlberg is in it.
Really?
One of his lines from the movie is he's talking about Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo.
Oh my God,
so bad. It's so bad.
Wow.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah, why? I mean, you figure he would have like some sort of a clause that he has to approve the movie, and why would he approve a bad movie? I don't know, but I guess he doesn't do that. I don't know.
It happens.
It does happen.
Then you have Shawshank or
that's
Stand By Me. Like those
are great. Those are both from short stories too, right? Aren't they?
They're from the same book, different seasons.
Right. Well, like The Body was the short story for the Stand By Me.
For Stand By
and
Me.
Shawshank is also a short story, right?
It's Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
And that's in different seasons too.
Isn't that interesting? That
but
those
there was
really
another
good movies
movie. There was a terrible movie made from another story in that book. The Apt Pupil.
The what's it called?
The Apt Pupil.
Apt? A-P-T?
Apt, yes. It's about this kid who finds an old Nazi.
Oh, God.
It's a really interesting story because, of course, it's the whole, but it's really good. But the movie.
The kid is bad?
Well, it's.
All right, don't tell me.
Read it. It's very interesting. But that was a great book. It was called Different Seasons. So you had 4 different seasons. There were 4 stories, 4 short stories.
That's a good way to make a.
His short stories aren't always my favorite, but I think this was his best short stories.
Interesting. Fight Club started out as a short story.
Did it?
Yeah, it's the scene in the book where the guy's all beat up and he's at a business meeting and he's just like thinking about the Fight Club the night before.
Yeah.
And then so the I think it was an agent. It was either an agent or actually an editor. Might have been the editor. And he approached them. Somehow he met them. This was back when it was a lot easier to meet people, And the guy's like, build this into a book. And he's like, so he's like, he said he went around like getting stories from all his friends, whatever he could throw in, like it just like pieced it together. That's true. When you get someone that gives you that opportunity, you got to go do it, and it worked out really well. It's a great book, but
and
it's
the
amazing.
movie's great too.
It is great.
Shocking.
You
Yeah,
met
I
me
mean,
at a very strange time in my life.
it's funny. Either I hate Brad Pitt movies or I love Brad Pitt movies.
Yeah,
And
me
it's
too.
usually when he's not the main focus.
Right. I
Or,
agree. Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
I would never watch, what's that Joe Black movie? Like, that makes me want to kill
No.
somebody. The
No.
Benjamin Button movie,
Oh
The
my
Fall,
God, it was
whatever. Holy
so
shit.
boring. And
So bad,
also
those movies.
the problem with that, there's really no tension in that story at all because you know that he's just going to die in the end. He's going to be a baby and die. Like, who cares?
I've never seen that. I have no interest.
Well, I
But,
watched it. Casey, I think, wanted to watch it, and I watched it with
yeah,
him. It's so stupid because if you know what's going to happen, what is the point of it? There was no point. Nothing.
I know, but then he's in such good movies. Fight Club,
Yeah.
Inglourious Bastards, Burn After
Yeah.
Reading. Like, there's so many good movies he's in.
Burn After
But
Reading
that
wasn't that
he
the
was
one
in it
with
for
the
like
Russian
5
spies?
minutes.
Yeah.
Was
Did he
it?
get killed in a
No.
closet or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's
But
only in it for a brief time, but it's so good.
do you remember in that movie where they were trying to become Russian spies and they're like, that's not a thing anymore? But then I'm like, now when you think about it, now it's a thing again.
I know.
I mean, he came back.
Everything comes back.
It's unbelievable.
Listen, if leg warmers can come back.
I'd rather have leg warmers than the Russian spies.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I will pick another one. I will pick this one really irks me because it just changes what it is in the middle. It just changes completely into a different kind of a movie. And that people were writing that they like that about it. I'm like, no. As a writer, it completely offends me. Because when you start something, you make a promise to the reader, whoever, the viewer, or whatever, and you can't just suddenly change genres. I mean, if you wrote a book it'd be very hard to sell that book. This person was already famous. It's Quentin Tarantino from Dusk Till Dawn. Okay. I mean, he was already famous. You can get away with anything when you're already famous, but because it's a totally different kind of movie. These criminals are on the run, very serious, and then they take hostages, and then all of a sudden, everybody turns into vampires. No.
That movie was bananas.
No.
I usually love his movies, but yeah, even I was like, this is kind of silly.
A lot of people like that.
I did not hate that movie, but yeah, I was like, what is happening right now?
No. And also, I mean, for someone like me, I barely like the kind of movie with the criminals. I really don't usually like that, but I'll tolerate it. But I don't want to see the vampire movie. You need to warn me. Yeah, I need a trigger warning. It's a totally different kind of movie.
I don't think I knew that either. I think
nobody knew. It was a surprise. Yeah.
But
so,
like I said,
I didn't like
his
that.
other movies, so great.
That one, what's that? They're all famous, but the one with John Travolta and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me about too is it's all on a gimmick with that. The idea that it starts again, I mean, like the playing with the time in it, that's legitimate filmmaking, whatever. But I'm saying it just bothers me a little bit to rely on that gimmick. I think without that gimmick, it wouldn't have had the hit of that, not the hit that it was a hit, the hit of the story. And I don't love that. I don't love, it's like Memento, right? I mean, that's such
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, but I didn't put it down as one of the bad ones. I think it's an okay movie, but remember we watched it. Were you there when my mother watched it with us?
With your mother. I was just going to say,
my mother didn't get the concept at all. And at the end, it's not an exciting point because it's not really the end, right? And my mother's like, what? She was outraged. That can't be the end. She was so upset. And I'm like, Ma, it's not really the end. What do you mean? And she didn't get the whole thing. So, again, it doesn't thrill me. I do like the idea of somebody having to tattoo their memories on their arms and all that. I think that's really cool, actually.
There's a book like that. That's really good. I forget what it's called. That's by, I think, V.A. Paris. I love this book. I can't believe I can't remember the name. Oh, it was so good. Okay, never mind.
Well, if you ever hear of it, that's interesting. I would listen to that on tape. But not tape, whatever.
I will look it up because it's such a good book. I used to recommend it to everybody. It's kind of the same thing. She has no memory.
I just thought of this. Okay, that guy and the character in 50 First Dates probably have the same problem. And it was handled very differently.
Two very different takes.
With the memory thing, they both had short-term memory loss, whatever it's called. You didn't remember
the character in this book, but it's more of a thriller.
So I find that interesting. I wouldn't mind. I would like to write something and play with that idea. There's a lot of different ways you could do that.
Yeah. Definitely.
But anyway, yeah. So I didn't like that. Dusk Till Dawn. Go ahead.
Yeah, I could see that. All right. I'm just going to do one more and then two honorable mentions. Avatar. I understand that
Oh,
everybody liked that movie.
awful.
I could not get through
No,
10 minutes of it.
you're
I
right.
walked
I didn't
away.
think of that, but you're right. That's an
I
awful
was
movie.
like, I can't. I just was like, what is even happening? I
So
just
dumb. I
not
think people
interested
like it
at
because he
all.
decides to stay to be that thing, and people somehow feel that that's amazing
Didn't
or
get
something.
that
Like,
far.
well, I didn't
Didn't even
either.
get that far.
I didn't either. Somebody told me. Michael and I watched it at home, and we both fell asleep on my bed. Both of us.
I
My
know.
son. Yeah.
Yes, me and my daughter put it on. I think I bailed after 10 minutes, and I think she bailed shortly after.
We just
I
freaking
was
fell
like,
asleep. We're like,
this movie, I was like, there's nothing interesting. Like, do they like the special effects? Like, why do
yeah.
people like this?
I think, yeah, maybe if you see it, but I'm not a special effects person. I'm not against them, but that
I
doesn't make me
usually
like a movie.
am.
So
I was very
were you
surprised
in the,
because
well, you weren't
usually
in the
I,
movies, right?
no, I was at
Well,
home. I rented it.
didn't you kind of have to see it in the movies to get those special effects?
Don't
I'm
care.
thinking, but I'm saying you didn't really
I
see the special effects.
maybe,
Yeah, but
maybe,
I don't
but
care about special effects at all. I mean, I'm not again, have them, whatever, but they're not the thing that's going to draw me. It
no,
has to be a great movie, and it was a stupid story, and it kind of is like Shrek, I guess, because
no.
the girl in Shrek stays, she stays a monster like him, right? Isn't it same thing?
Yeah, Fiona. I have to tell you, I have never seen Shrek because
I didn't see
literally
Shrek. I read the book. It was a picture
I
book.
fall I fall asleep
Yeah.
5 minutes in
No, it's
every
not for
time.
me. It's not for me either. But
I
I
fell asleep
my kids
in
must
the
have seen it.
movie theater. I took my
Okay.
kids to see it, but I
Yeah.
used to do that a lot. When the movie was boring, I would sit
Yeah.
through the entire movie.
Oh, well, I didn't see the movie. It was a picture book, and I have to say that's amazing for that author to get that. I mean, my God, they are rolling in it. You know what I mean? Like, good for them. But it is interesting how they made a picture book into that, right? And then a whole thing, I mean, my God, the money that came from Shrek is never ending,
I
So good
have
for
to
them.
say, I saw one of the sequels and I liked it. I don't know why I can't get through the first
I
one.
never really saw them. I don't know. It's just, I guess my kids must have seen them with somebody else. I don't know, but I've never seen them. But I have one
It
where I
was
fell
cute,
asleep.
I guess. Go ahead.
But
What?
it's the same idea as Avatar. Like, instead of, like, a lot of times, if somebody's like kind of monstrous or whatever, they'll turn into the beautiful person, right? But in these, the beautiful person decides to
Yeah,
stay as the other thing. So
the
I think
ogre.
people
Yeah.
like that. But who cares? Like, I don't really care. I don't need those tropes. I'm not a trope person. People talk about tropes. I'm like, whatever.
It's cute. Like it's all right. I
It's
have to
fine.
tell
Not
you
though
though.
Shrek is better. I mean, I would see Shrek if someone said you want to watch it. I'm like, why not? Okay, I'll watch it, but I would never watch Avatar again.
I don't know where, maybe McDonald's or something had like Shrek glasses.
Yeah.
And
I don't know
up
who it was, but I know they
until
had them. Yeah.
up until maybe a month ago, that is the only glass I would use is the stupid Shrek glass that I got at McDonald's for my kids.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
kids are in their 30s. This is how long I've
Yeah.
been using this stupid glass.
That's funny.
But then somebody gave me a better new glass with the evil eye
Oh,
on it. My daughter-in-law gave me.
nice.
So I
Nice.
finally replaced it. But whatever.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
I
I have
fell
two.
asleep. Wait, let me
Oh,
just,
sorry,
while
go
you
ahead.
said you fell asleep at a kids movie, Casey and I both when we wanted to see Ratatouille. And that movie doesn't leave the kitchen. It's the same friggin' thing. I mean, I don't know. We didn't make it that far, but we both fell asleep. Casey
Yeah,
fell asleep at a kid's movie. He was little.
yeah.
I mean,
I
he was the age appropriate.
be glad. I remember I went to see that with my daughter in the theater. She liked it, and I was like, I can't believe I just sat through an hour and a half movie about a rodent in the kitchen. How is this
Right,
okay?
it's just in
It's
the kitchen.
disgusting.
It doesn't change. Like, what are you doing? One of the things that
Oh
they
yeah.
tell you when you make these things is they have to change scenes. And we were
No.
just like, oh my. I do love
Yeah.
Ratatouille, like the title, because I love Ratatouille to eat. Like, Ratatouille is a
I know. My
delicious
grandmother used
vegetarian
to
dish.
make it. It was so good.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
good.
my
I would love
grandmother
some
made
right
it
now.
very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to make that. That is worth making. And I don't like to make a lot of things, but that is delicious.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's
so
really
go
good.
ahead. Go ahead now.
Okay, these are just two groups of movies that I just were a waste of time.
Okay.
All the Twilight movies. The books were stupid.
Garbage.
The
Yeah.
movies, I couldn't get
No.
through half of the first one. I was like, this is nonsense. I hate
Yeah.
all these people. I
No.
just couldn't.
It's awful.
I think,
Yeah.
there's a certain amount you can kind of forgive when you're reading it, but
I don't
watching
think
it, I'm
so.
like, no. It was one, my daughter was
I
reading
couldn't
it,
read
so
that
I was
book.
reading it with her. It's one of those things, like we
Yeah.
read them together.
Yeah.
But oh my God, those movies. I was like,
No.
what is happening? That girl has the most sour face in the world.
Yeah, and she no emotions. Like I mean, I never saw the movies, but I could imagine they're not for me. But the book was so. I used to go to one of my writing classes. We would always go to dinner afterwards, and one of the people in the writing class like, "There's this new book. It has all the buzz. You have to read it." Now he hadn't read it, right? And he's like, "You got to read it. It's called Twilight." I'm like, "Well, what's it about?" Well, it's like I don't know. He goes, "It's everything." I go, "It's everything." What do you mean? And so I went away with my boyfriend to Virginia, and I had to leave earlier than him, so I was taking the bus, and I was like, "I need that book. I need the book." I got when you get just ego focused on something. I need that
Yes.
book, Twilight. I want to read it on the bus, and so he took me to like every place to find this book. Because it was. I don't know. It just wasn't widely available for whatever reason. It must have been before it hit big. It must have been just when there was, but I'm not sure. I get the book. I'm reading it on the bus. I'm like, my God, this is the biggest piece of shit I've ever read in my life. I was like, and I usually give a book to someone else, like, to see if they would like it. That book I threw in the trash because I was not going to be party to giving that book to anybody. It's awful. It's stupid. This boy has been going to high school for 100 years and nobody wonders why he hasn't grown. I mean, I don't have an explanation. And then she has no personality. Oh, I saw him today. He wasn't there today.
No.
Oh, I saw him today. Like, I don't need this.
I forget
No.
one of them, like literally nothing happens for the entire middle of the book. It's just
How is this
nothing.
okay? Why do people, how did this
It
succeed?
it is still popular. And
I
me and
know.
one of the librarians
Why?
had this conversation last night, how this book is
Oh
still
my
so
God.
popular.
Oh my God. And it's okay to have a baby of a vampire as long as you're married. That's another lesson in like this book too. That's like in book 2 I heard because the woman's like Mormon or something. She's one of those things. She's something very religious. So she had it. It was very important. Marry your vampire or your werewolf or whatever team, whoever. But you got to be married. You can have the baby, but you can't be out of wedlock. Very important lesson. Remember that. So anyway, that makes me crazy because we try so hard to write these really great books. We work so hard, and then people just embrace this bad thing,
Well, it's like
And
that
then 50
other
Shades of Grey. 50
yeah,
Shades of
that's what
Grey
I
was
was gonna
fan
say.
fiction of it. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Which was so stupid too. I read the first book. I was like, I've got to see what people are talking about. Like this is worst.
The girl says "Holy cow" 88 times. Somebody counted.
Oh
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, really? I don't know if she says it, but she thinks it, when the guy's doing things to her or whatever. Well, that's
Yeah.
why I
I
decided to
don't
write a
know.
literary 50 Shades of Grey. And don't you think my book is good?
Hmm.
The one? My Hannah Montana book?
Yes.
Love the ones you're
Best of
with,
both
guys.
worlds.
Okay. I have to mention, I'm going to do this fast, but I have to mention Jerry Maguire. Oh my God. I hate that so much. I don't like what's his name as a rule. I don't like what's his name. But also that stupidity. You had me at hello. You had me at hello. Like, shut up. Shut up.
I
Do you
agree.
ever shut up?
I, d-
Garbage.
I don't
Garbage.
like Cuba Gooding Jr.
No.
I also
Why?
don't.
That was so
There's
popular.
there's a few things I like Tom Cruise in, but very few.
No. I
As a
don't think
general
I've ever
rule,
liked
I
it.
don't like him. Well,
No.
he was the vampire Lestat, and he was really good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. But
And
yeah.
he's also in what is that movie? I can't believe I can't remember the name of this movie. But he's so funny. Like you don't even know it's him at first.
Really?
Oh my God, it's the movie where Robert Downey Jr. like is a black guy, but he's not a black guy. What the
Oh,
hell was the name
yeah,
of that
yeah.
movie?
Right.
Tropic
Though
Thunder.
Howard said
Tropic
that's really
Thunder.
good.
It's
Yeah.
a really good movie,
Yeah.
and Tom Cruise pops up, and he's so fucking funny.
You think I should see that movie?
I don't know. I don't know. It might be too ridiculous for you. You
Oh, I don't want
do get
ridiculous.
annoyed by ridiculous.
I do. I thought it was serious for some reason, even though
No,
Robert Downey Jr.'s in blackface. How'd they get away with that one?
I don't know. And
Wow.
normally I would not be okay with that, but it's a funny movie. It's a
All
really good
right.
movie.
I did want to give a mention to Crazy Rich Asians because I thought it was going to be an Asian version of The Hangover because it said crazy. Like crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was rich Asians acting crazy, but crazy rich apparently means ridiculously rich. I don't care about rich people. It was so boring. Who cares about all this money? Nothing is happening in this movie. So what? It should have been The Hangover with Asians. That would be so good. So good.
I didn't even watch it because I knew that
now
about
The
it.
Hangover is a movie that has a lot of stupidity, but it's well done stupidity, showing that I very much like stupidity if it's well done. That is a brilliant, brilliant movie. I just need a good script, people. That's all. I have no problem with stupid stuff if it's really well done. The Hangover is, I don't know if it's my favorite movie. It's up there, though. It's definitely up there.
I think it's one of the very few movies we've seen together that we both love.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm usually right. You're right. That's so funny. And I want to say this movie Square Dance that I saw with Tony when we were young, and it had Winona Ryder, it had Rob Lowe, it had
is that the
Jeremy Robards? What? Gemma, yeah.
Jason,
it had
Jason Robards.
Sorry, Jason Robards, and a woman that's also very famous. I can't think of her name. And Rob Lowe played a how do you say it these days? Challenge? What's the word to say when someone has you know what I mean?
I don't know. And I don't want to. Yes.
Yeah. There's a new way to say it. I know.
I don't want to insult
it's not
anybody.
challenge. It's like it's. I don't know, but he's born. He's like a child. I'll say it like that, right? And his acting is awful, and he just has this weird accent, and something horrible happens. And they're taking him away in an ambulance, and he goes to Winona Ryder. He had a crush on her. It was just a mess. He's being taken things, and he goes, people think I'm stupid, but I knows things, Gemma.
Oh, my God.
And Tony and I started saying, I knows things, Gemma, to each other. And that was our catchphrase, and everything was Gemma, 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 Gemma for years.
They would never make that movie now.
And then they tried to put it on TV. They changed the name of it to Home is Where the Heart Is. They tried to trick us. Now, it was the worst movie. I don't know how they just kept trying to sell this movie. How did they make that movie? It was, oh my God, I know things, Gemma.
That's terrible. I wonder if he's so embarrassed by that.
He should be. By the way, that man doesn't age. What the hell?
It's funny. I was just having this conversation with my coworkers today about Rob Lowe.
He looks amazing. Amazing.
He looks great. You know what we were saying is that it was almost like he was too pretty when he was younger. Like he's aged very well. Like
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Whatever's happened to him, he looks better.
Well, he also, in those 80 movies, he had the weird hair. Like, it was a time when guys were very feminine in movies. I liked him then. I like him now.
I do. And I'm not usually into super masculine, but it's not even that
he's not, but he's not super masculine either. He's just perfect. Yeah.
It's
not it. That's the wrong thing to say.
Very well. Right.
Yeah.
It's not.
He's just
not
very.
What I mean.
Yeah, he's not masculine like with the muscles or anything like that. I hate that actually, but he just looks perfect. Really, he's amazing looking. And I was watching that grief show on Netflix. The first season was great. The second season is unwatchable. So sad, terrible sadness has prevailed. Oh, I love that show. I just, but I think I have a lot of grief stuff anyway. Yeah. But I do like the other one even better. That other one we like.
Parks and Rec.
Just seeing, what? No. The other grief show we like. No, I'm talking about the other grief show.
Shrinking.
Yeah. Let me know when that comes back. I have to pay for the thing again then.
Yeah, I love that show. Oh my God.
That's a great show. That's amazing. Yeah. And I just have to mention the movie is amazing. I love them all. I'm so attached to those. I want to watch it again, but I'll wait till it comes back. I'll subscribe to Apple. I'll watch it again, and then I'll watch that, because that's the way to do it. I do want to mention the movie Crash, which was just like exploiting tension between races and racism. It's like a stereotype of people. It's so forced the way all these people come against each other and then wind up in this crash. So forced, so bad. It's just everything wrong. It's so not genuine. it's just like the opposite of a good movie. They nominated this for things. I hate when people don't get. Force doesn't mean good. It's not good. If you have to shove it down someone's throat, it's not effective. You could just have the same kind of thing, very subtle, and then it would work. But it was an awful movie. Awful.
I
Just
just
awful.
remember it being one of those movies that everybody talked about, and then when you saw it, you're like, really?
Because I was sad that so many people fell for this overdone thing that was not
People
genuine at all.
do.
It made me
Yeah.
very sad. I know they do. I know they do. All right.
I have
I
one
think I
more.
said all the important things. Go ahead.
Just one more honorable mention for every other Star
Okay.
Wars nerd out there. The first 3 episodes of Star Wars, which are the second set that came out. The
Yeah.
Phantom Menace,
No
Attack
good.
of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, none of them needed to happen. Jar Jar Binks never should have been a thing. That's all I'll say.
I
Even though
don't know these people, but
my son calls me Maja Binks. I don't know why.
that's cute. Well, it's worth
He's
it
been
for that, I
calling me
guess.
that
I
for
don't
a
know,
long
but
time. Yeah.
I don't know,
Terrible.
but I never
It's
saw.
terrible.
I'm not. I did when I was a kid. I accepted Star Wars, but I like the Ewoks, and you're against them. So, but I liked I actually liked the Star Wars movie when I saw it. But I have this thing about space to begin with, but it was not bad. But
Oh
I
my
guess I
God.
liked it for a little while.
I remember
But
I was little. I still remember the movie theater I went to. I remember who I went with. I remember the whole
I know you
experience.
said,
I think
yeah.
I was like 6.
Let me ask you something. Does she find out? Do they find out their brother and sister? They don't find that out in the first movie, right?
No.
Yeah, I
No.
didn't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, interesting. Well, I don't know. I saw by accident the one where Han Solo dies, and that was terrible. So
Yeah.
sad. And his own
I was
kid does it or something? Does it?
did I like that one? There were new like 2 that I liked, and I can't remember if that was one of them.
It didn't look good to me. I mean,
Like
it's a
the
bad way. Why do you
later
have to kill? Yeah.
there were
Why
a
do you have
few
to kill off Han
later
Solo? I mean, that wasn't nice.
that
It wasn't.
happened. Listen,
Oh my God.
Ben Kenobi gets it in the first movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I know that, but that was just I'm saying Han Solo survived all those movies just to get killed at the end
Sad.
like that. I think that's the breaking a rule. Like he should be, when people survive that much, they should be grandfathered in to not get killed. I just
I
thought it was
know.
wrong. And
I
they made
do
it that
love
his
the
own kid
son,
killed
though.
him.
I do love him.
Adam Driver, is that who that is?
Yes,
Is that his
Kylo
name?
Ren. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Kylo
don't know
Ren
these
is
people, but why would his own kid kill him anyway? Never mind. I don't care. It's I really don't care.
Oh my God, this episode is super long.
That's all right. That's not that. Well, not really. We've had some very long ones. You don't have to worry. All right. So don't you worry none. You just take it like it comes, one day at a time.
One day at a
All right.
time.
So I have some quotes, and I did quotes about cinema, but it wasn't about bad cinema. It was just about cinema. Okay. So David Lynch said, every viewer is going to get a different thing. That's the thing about painting, photography, and cinema. I like that because also books, I would say. The idea of anything with art is that everybody gets their own thing out of it. I love that.
Yes.
I think that's so important, And then this guy he's an Iranian director. I hope I can say his name right. I probably won't. Abbas Kiarostami. Kiarostami. I don't know. I'm sorry, Abbas. He said, good cinema is what we can believe, and bad cinema is what we can't believe, which is kind of what we were talking about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought that was a good one. And then
That
Quentin Tarantino said, if 1 million people see my movies, I hope they see 1 million different movies, which is the same as that other guy really said, right? And I admire him. He takes a lot of risks with things, and of course he can, right? Little jealous.
A lot of his movies are really good.
Yes, I think he's extremely talented, and he's another one whose interviews I've enjoyed on Howard and has made me appreciate him, like his
He's a
thought
very
process and all that.
interesting guy. Yeah.
He is, absolutely. And then Tim Burton said, movies are like an expensive form of therapy for me. I guess he must pay for his own movies. And then Robert Altman said, making movies is a chance to live many lifetimes. I like that too, because I feel that way about books too. Like you can, yeah. So I had a lot.
I have a lot too. They're not very long though.
Okay.
Okay, so my first one is John Waters. I don't know if everybody knows who he is.
Did he do that one?
Hairspray.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what most people
I thought of it. It was
know.
in my head. I just couldn't. I
He's
had it
done
in my
so
head,
many,
the
but
picture of her.
that's
Yeah.
like everybody knows
That's
Hairspray.
the one. Yeah. Yeah.
I believe if you come out of a movie and the first thing you say is the cinematography was beautiful, it's a bad movie.
Yes.
And then Roger Ebert, of course, the famous critic. No good movie is too long and no bad movie is short enough.
Well said.
And then, of course, Alfred Hitchcock, because who doesn't love him? Even though I was going to put one of his movies on the list, but now we've gone too
Me
long.
too. Okay. I got to tell you, Psycho. Was it Psycho?
No, I love Psycho.
No. Psycho takes forever to become the movie that it's supposed to be. It's just this girl robbing somebody on the run. It's sort of like the other one, the Quentin
That part
Tarantino
is
thing.
not long.
It's very long. It's
beginning.
almost half of the
Really?
movie. Watch it again. It's about
I
half
guess
the
I
movie.
didn't notice.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I don't
It's
know. I
ridiculous.
still love
Yeah,
that.
there would be no problem if it was short, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
I
What
have
was the
loved
movie you were going to say?
every movie I've seen of him. I love. I haven't seen all of them, but The Lady Vanishes. I was out. I was like, this movie makes no sense.
I've heard good things. I've never seen that. I've heard it was good. No?
I think I'm like the only person I know that didn't like it. I was like,
I'll watch that. I'd like to watch that.
Yeah, didn't love it.
Oh, is that on a train?
Yes.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, you're right. I didn't like that either.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. Yeah.
Okay, so Alfred Hitchcock. The length of a film should be directly related to the endurance of the human bladder. I don't know if I agree with that one, but it was cute. And the last one is Jim Morrison.
That is cute.
Jim Morrison said, film spectators are quiet vampires. I like that. I love Jim. I love that.
That's interesting. I like that. I love Jim.
I do too.
As you know, I made a character look just like him in my book.
I once went out with a guy who turned out to be a complete crazy person that looked just like him. But I couldn't even
I
let that
totally
go
would, no matter
because
what.
he was,
His
name was Jamie. But he's so crazy. So crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I would totally. Oh my God, to date someone that looked like him would be amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, that was where it ended.
Be careful what you wish for, I guess.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Anyway.
Oh well. All right. Well, we've had another amazing episode.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, on that note, adieu.
See ya.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial. If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.